If you've decided to spend 80,000 on a gaming laptop, then at least you should expect to get a gaming laptop that can play most, if not all, of the recent titles at least 60 frames per second on high settings, and it should also be capable of playing upcoming games in the next 2-3 years at respectable frame rates on high settings. And that sort of requirements leaves out most of the laptops that we have in this budget, under 80,000 in the Indian market right now. However, there are a few gems that can actually play such games at such frame rates, and these are the ones that come with NVIDIA 1660 Ti graphic card, which comes with 6 GB of dedicated memory. Now, if you're willing to spend so much money, I would definitely recommend you avoid laptops that come with graphic cards like the 1650 Ti, because at the end of the day, these are the graphic cards you can find even under laptops that are available under 70,000, or even for that matter in some cases under 60,000. So if you really want that next level gaming from your laptop, you should at least look for a laptop that has 1660 Ti graphic card. And based on our research, right now there are just 2 laptops in the market that sort of offer that kind of performance that can really be worthy of this much amount of money. So let's look at these 2 laptops and try to understand what is the unique proposition that each of them has to offer. So the first laptop we have on the list is the HP Omen series, and what makes this laptop so great, let's keep aside specs for a second, is first of all the overall design and the build quality and the sort of materials that have been used in the construction. This is a metal finish laptop with really thin bezels, and that I think makes it look really premium compared to other laptops in this budget, and I think the sort of price tag that it has is justified to some extent by the kind of looks and the design that has gone into the construction of this laptop. But of course, that's not the only thing that works in its favor. Even if I look at the specs, now this one comes with a hexa-core Ryzen 4600H processor, which is the best processor you can get in this budget, or even a segment or 2 above. The Ryzen completely obliterates the 10th generation i7 processors from Intel as well. Really a fast processor, and of course that's been paired with the 1660 Ti, which is the best card you're going to get in this budget. Although 2 generations old now, it can play most of the latest games at high settings at respectable frame rates around 60 FPS. So really great GPU with 6 GB of virtual memory. And that's not the only things though. This comes with 512 GB of storage space, 8 GB RAM clocked at 3200 MHz, a 15.6 inch display that, while it's decent, is 60 Hz display, and the sort of brightness is capped to 250 nits. So if you're really looking to get the maximum value out of this laptop, I think you will have to plug it into an external monitor or a TV, because the display doesn't really do justice to the kind of specs that this laptop has. Another thing that really stands out about this laptop is the battery size. It comes with a 71 watt-hour battery, which is pretty big size battery. At least personally, I haven't seen many laptops that come with such a battery, and you can expect at least 8-9 hours of battery backup when you're not playing games on such sort of battery. And HP also provides a 200 watt charger along with it to charge this behemoth battery. Now, even with such a big battery, the overall weight is just 2.4 kg, which is pretty decent for the size of battery. Of course, it's not lightweight, but given the specs, I think it's not too bad either. You also get a bunch of USB ports, USB 3.1 standard, so that's something you get on this laptop as well. So all in all, pretty great laptop, top of the line specifications for this budget. You can definitely rest assured this is going to play all your latest games with ease. So the next one on the list is the MSI GF65, and this one is a pretty unique laptop as well. Of course, it comes with the 1660 Ti graphic card with 6 GB of VRAM. But when I speak about the processor, this one has got a 9300H from Intel, the 9th generation Core i5, which maybe not be as powerful as the 4600H as the benchmarks have shown. Although I don't really think that is going to make a lot of difference in your gaming, because usually it is the GPU that is the bottleneck and not the CPU. So that's there. It's a slightly weaker processor, but a decent processor still. If I look at the RAM, now this one comes with 16 GB of RAM. Now this is something that's really unique and great about this laptop. 16 GB RAM can make a lot of difference, not just in your games but also in other applications. So I think having that amount of memory is really advantageous and really makes a huge lot of difference. If I talk about some of the other specifications, it comes with 512 GB of storage space, solid state drive of course. Then there's a 15.6-inch display, but in this case this is a 144 Hz display, so the refresh rate for this one is 144 Hz, which again, as a gamer, is something that really works in this laptop's favor, or works for you as a gamer. So I think that's another differentiation that it has compared to the Omen one that makes it slightly better. If I talk about the battery, there's a 51 watt-hour battery, which is decent in its own regards, not as large as the 70 watt battery on the HP Omen of course, but a respectable size. And then all of this weighs just under 2 kgs, 1.86 kg to be precise, which is 400 grams lighter than what we see on the other laptop on this list. It also comes with a couple of USB 3.2 ports, which are the latest ones and the fastest one. So if I look at this laptop all in all, I think it is a great proposition. Yes, while the CPU is not quite there, but other specifications including the RAM, the size and the weight, given that it's very lightweight compared to the other one, then the display, all of these make it a really strong proposition if you look at this laptop. And the fact that it is slightly cheaper than the Omen, that also makes it a more tempting proposition compared to the HP Omen. Now, if you were to ask me which of the two laptops would I get, I think it really depends. Now, HP Omen is a great laptop, it has a great processor, but the fact that it comes with just 8 GB RAM and a slightly disappointing display, that takes away some of the charm that this laptop has. Of course, you can always upgrade your RAM. It's as simple as getting 8 GB of another RAM from the market, approximately 3000 to 4000, and plugging it into your motherboard. But then if you're looking for out of the box specifications, I think the MSI has a slight lead. While it doesn't have the best processor, the other features make it really compelling, and the fact that it is really light, if I look at it, that also makes me pick the MSI one over the HP one. And at least for me, I think given both have the same graphic cards, it's not likely that that should impact the gaming performance. In fact, the 16 GB RAM on the MSI should help the case compared to the HP Omen one. So I hope I was able to help you find some of the best gaming laptops in this budget. If you did find this video useful, please do subscribe to us, and of course we've posted the links for all these laptops in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.